All right, welcome to this week's show. I'm Pamela Stone, and this is This Week in Jackson County Schools. And next to me, I have the principal and a special teacher with me, and they're from Paint Rock Valley High School. It is a K through 12. It is a smaller school, but that gives a lot of personality, I think. And it is 80 kids, and that's K through 12, and we are here today to talk to them. Welcome, guys. I really appreciate you being on.
Well, glad to be here. Thank you for having us.
Sure, no problem. Okay, so let's start with you. You are the principal,
Yes,
and your
ma'am.
name is Kevin McBride.
Mhm.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about your background and where you come from and where your education is and all
Okay.
that stuff.
Sure. I started out, I graduated from high school at Section High School in 1987.
Okay,
And right out of high school, growing up in the country, I wanted to do something with wildlife. So I started out majoring in wildlife management. Got a job with the State Game and Fish. And as I was about to finish with my associate's degree, I really was leaning more toward education.
okay,
Started thinking maybe this is something that I'd rather do with my life, and I changed majors and started out there and went to Athens.
Okay.
Graduated from Athens State and got married. Married Amy McBride. We've been married for 26 years.
Way to go.
Almost forgot.
Very good.
26 years. We
do
don't want to forget that.
Nope.
And we have 3 children. I have twins, a boy and a girl, Will and Laurel McBride, and a daughter named Ella. My son is autistic, and that's been a joy. It's been a blessing to us to be able to enjoy.
And being a teacher probably has made that closer at heart.
It has. Teachers teach just like preachers preach. I mean, I found that even before I decided to go into education, I would be at Walmart and I'd be trying to teach somebody something. So I mean, it's instilled in us.
It is.
But from there I got my first job. I taught driver's ed and PE
Oh.
at Skyline, Woodville, and Paint Rock Valley. Now,
Okay.
keeping in mind my major was elementary education, I was a little bit.
And your associates was in wildlife management.
Well, it started out.
right.
But,
Okay.
And so I was a little out of my element. I enjoyed teaching the driver's ed and PE. I was a lot younger then, and my nerves were a little better.
Whew.
But my second year, I started teaching there at Paint Rock Valley. I taught there for about 7 years, teaching 3rd and 4th grade. Left there and went to Hollywood as a counselor. Thought I might try counseling for a bit. I enjoyed that. But really my niche was elementary ed, so I went back to teaching 4th grade at Hollywood.
Okay.
Left Hollywood and went to Woodville as assistant principal at Woodville High School.
Okay.
And I stayed there for 8 years, enjoyed that. And I've been at Paint Rock Valley as the principal. This is my 2nd year.
So you've been around.
I have.
Uh-huh. Well, good. And on top of that, just so everybody knows, you teach history
Yes, ma'am.
at this high school.
I do.
I didn't hear history in your background anywhere.
It's my passion.
Oh,
I
okay.
love history.
So do you have a degree in history?
I do not.
Okay.
But
So how
something.
come you didn't get a history degree?
Well, I don't know. I mean,
Just
it's not out of the question. I may pursue that
So,
someday.
okay.
We're not taking that off the table.
Hey, good luck with history.
Yeah, I like it.
I can't remember anything. The dates are too
No?
much. No. I can remember business, but not history.
Right.
So, all right. Well, we're glad you're here.
Thank
All
you.
right. So, this young gentleman is Dr. Merite. Welcome, Dr. Merite.
Thank you.
So, tell us about your background. So, the little bit we talked about, I'm curious to hear about your background. He's got a pretty good background, from what I've heard.
Well, I moved to Alabama in 1992 from California.
Oh, that's a big difference.
Big difference. I've been married for 42 years to my wife Edna.
Very good.
We have 5 adult children and 4 grandchildren. We moved out to the Paint Rock Valley in 2004, and we really like the country life.
Okay.
I came to be involved with the school. Well, my grandkids used to go to school there back before they moved. But my grandkids went there, and I got involved with the school, and I've helped with writing grants and some other activities to help get the school along. And back in March, I retired from industry, from academia in January of last year, or actually of this year. And along in March, I found that the school needed a science teacher. So I volunteered to be the science teacher at Paint Rock Valley. I am the high school science teacher.
Wow.
I teach grades 7 through 12. I have a bachelor's degree in physics from the University of California, master's of science in biology from the University of Alabama in Huntsville, and a PhD in biotechnology, science and engineering from the University of Alabama in
So
Huntsville.
tell us what that PhD entails. Like, just fairly quickly, but
Well, it's a PhD in a science, so it involves taking a number of classes. You do some coursework, some graduate classes.
Okay.
Then you take a comprehensive exam and you advance to candidacy. So you then take on a research project. You complete the research project, which generally takes a few years. Hopefully get it published,
Okay.
and
there you go.
get a PhD.
There you go. And what did you say it was in?
Biotechnology. So
Okay.
that is any number of things. It's drug making, pharmaceuticals. It's agricultural, fermentation. It's biomedical products. It's genomics and genetics.
What did you specialize in? Did you specialize in something?
Mushrooms.
Okay.
My research was on a fungus called Lacaria bicolor, which is a small purple mushroom that grows at the base of trees in boreal forests in sort of the northern hemisphere. It's important because it provides a symbiotic relationship for big trees, fixes carbon in the ground. It was interesting.
I'm sure it does tie in like that for our whole Earth. So,
Yep.
All right. Well, welcome, guys. So let's talk about, you guys have a lot going on in your school. I mean, I could not believe how many things you have. So one of the first big projects you guys want to talk about is, you guys call it place-based or project-based learning. So tell us, somebody who doesn't matter who.
Yeah, place-based learning. We looked at, we patterned this place-based after something was going on in Munford County, or Munford. We basically are taking our students, bringing our students out of the classroom, taking them out and using the resources that we have there in our community, like the Paint Rock Valley or Paint Rock River and the Paint Rock Valley watershed. We're using the Graham Farm, which is a farm that we'll talk about a little later on, that some gentlemen from over in Paint Rock Valley donated to the University of Auburn, and wound up with people from the 4-H, one of those
County Extension?
the Extension Service. They are actually in charge of that, and so they do things over there like we're going to be doing some activities, like we'll take kids up in there, up into the woods, and they're going to show them what plants are edible up in the mountains and things like that. But the place-based, basically we take the kids out of the classroom, out into the environment. We have a general idea of what we're there to study, but rather than being the dispenser of knowledge, we're more like a facilitator of learning. So when kids are asking those questions like, hey, what's this do, and why is that the way that is, rather than telling them, you're turning that around and you're saying, well, I don't know, and why do you think that is? And then we go back and we do research, and then we're able to answer our own questions. And
So it's like hands-on.
it's hands-on, and it teaches kids how to think.
Well, it probably makes it more interesting for them because they're not just sitting there taking notes without a real life thing going
They
on.
really enjoy it.
Yeah.
They really like it.
I think that's good. So some of the things you guys talked about, you have honeybees coming in?
Yes. I raise honeybees,
Oh, you do?
and yes, ma'am.
Do you sell the honey?
We have, but we
You
like
just-
it so
you just
much.
do it?
We usually just eat it or give it away. Most of that. But bees are really interesting, and they're very important to our life cycle.
Yeah, I agree.
Without bees pollinating plants, then it's theorized that we wouldn't be. So they're very important, and so I thought that would be something that the kids could research, look into, and hopefully spark an interest with some of those kids, because that's something that needs to be around.
It does. And then you guys talked about pig pens. You're going to
Yes.
have pig pens.
It's funny. we're trying to look at, we're trying to preserve our culture. 50 years ago, you asked someone, do you guys have a pig or pigs? And of course, they would look at you funny and say, why are you asking a silly question? Because everybody had pigs, but now you know very few people have pigs, but they're very important to our lifestyles. Every day you're going to eat sausage or bacon.
I would say I eat a lot of it, so
and so
I think it's important.
When you ask a kid, where do you think bacon comes from, and they say Walmart, we need to dig a little deeper. And so I want to bring these pigs in. We're going to look at the weighing of the pigs. We're going to weigh them. Our math classes are going to be involved. All grade levels will be involved in looking at hands-on, going down, making sure that we document what's going into the pig, money-wise, food-wise, researching, the nutrition that we're giving him.
Yeah, and if they get sick, you
Sick,
could do a
we're
whole
going to have to do
health
some things with that. Yeah, worming, caring for them. We're looking at the cost it'll cost to raise those pigs up, and when they get older, we'll probably wind up selling those pigs to fund other projects like this one.
Wow, cool. I don't think I've ever known a school I grew up in the city, so we didn't have pigs anywhere.
So we're going to build
that's pretty cool.
a smokehouse, and we're going to let the kids help build the smokehouse, because back in the
Do you have a
day
construction class?
we don't, but
Okay.
I'm going to head that up.
Okay.
But back in the day, people didn't have the refrigeration that we have now.
No.
And so to preserve their pork, then they had to actually find ways to preserve it using salt or sugar or different methods of smoking that meat. And so we're going to do that with the
That would be
kids.
cool.
Then we want to do some other things like make hominy.
Oh, I love hominy.
You use corn and stove ashes. We're kind of modeling this stuff after things that you see in the old Firefox books. I don't know if you're familiar with those,
No.
or Foxfire books, excuse me. But lots of fun things, hands-on things. I like kids to come into the classroom saying, "What are we doing next? What are we going to do today?" And that's what keeps us going.
Well, that's good. It sounds like they're going to learn a lot of basic life, survival skills
Yes,
too,
ma'am.
when they're on their own.
Yes, ma'am. We have the greenhouses going, and Dr. Merite is going to talk about greenhouses and grants and things with me.
Well, that sounds like you got a lot. Okay, so we're going to talk about laptops.
Mhm.
You guys got laptops coming
yes,
in?
ma'am.
A whole set full.
We actually were able to purchase enough laptops for all our high school students, and we're hoping to actually. I've talked to a few people about maybe doing some e-learning days, and that's where the kids are actually able to stay home, and the teachers actually send assignments to them like on a certain day.
Right.
The high school kids will be able to stay home. The teachers will send their work via email on the computer, and when they log on, then that counts them present, and that will allow the teachers at my school
That's cool.
to get together and work on professional development.
Curriculum. That's good.
Curriculum. Yes, ma'am.
That's good. And so you want every high school student to eventually have their own laptop, be able to check it out.
Right.
And
Yes,
it's
ma'am.
theirs. They take
That's
it home
right.
on the weekends. They get to
Yes.
use it to type things. Well, that definitely saves the problem of I don't have a computer or I
right.
don't have internet. Because for my class, which is all business classes,
Right.
that struggles. Most of them can't do much homework because they don't have the ability
Right.
to type it up at home.
Right.
So that would be really good. All right. You guys also did some fundraisers.
We did.
So you had a hee-haw fundraiser. Was it really based on the hee-haw?
It was.
It was.
Okay, very few people in the world know what hee-haw is anymore. I happen to know what hee-haw was. I grew up with hee-haw, but yeah. So hee-haw, and then you did an auction and a harvest festival,
Yes.
and you did music in the valley and a canned food drive. You guys did a lot. Or
Yeah.
fixing to do a lot.
We're planning the music in the valley. That's going to happen in April. Back to the hee-haw, it was fun. It was more than just a fundraiser for us. It was a way of bringing the community back into the school, bringing us
dress
all
up?
together. Yes, they did, and they had a great time, and we were able to bring in Southern Mama. I don't know if you know Southern Mama, Darren Knight. He's a comedian, and he came and he signed autographs and hung out,
cool.
and the kids really liked that. We did the auction as well, which if you know anything about this area, you'll know that people will fight over yard junk. They love the yard sale,
yeah, and
so,
auctions.
Yeah, and
they want to win.
we're auctioning off things that you would normally not hang on to, and they love it, and I love it, and I wound up buying a lot of stuff.
Good.
And it was just fun. We had a great time.
That's good.
And people really came out and supported, and it was great.
And I guess in a smaller community that you have more support.
We do.
So
We do.
and everybody's kind of involved and works
Yes, ma'am.
together as a group.
Right, yeah.
And that makes it nice.
With our school, that's one of the school's the hub of our community. I mean, when you talk about Paint Rock Valley, you're talking about the school. It's not just anywhere. That's the school. And so people take ownership of that school.
That makes it really good.
It's home to them.
That's good.
The kids are like, family. I taught at Paint Rock Valley 23 years ago. And so most of the kids at my school now either taught their parents in the 4th grade or a
Right.
sibling. So it's like a big family there.
That's cool.
Great people.
That is cool. I like that. Okay, and then Dr. Merite, you were going to talk about your AP classes, and you have dual credit, and you got some classes like
Yes,
that coming up.
we're one of the things I offered to the school board when I volunteered to teach was that we would teach AP science classes, physics, and biology, and chemistry, and dual enrollment biology classes. And what those classes are a chance for a student to get college credit. Right? So if they take AP, which stands for Advanced Placement Class, at the end of that class they take a test, and if they get a high enough score on the test, then they get college credit.
And they don't have to take it in college.
And they don't have to take it in college. No, that's the presumption. For dual enrollment classes, the students would be enrolled at the high school, and they would also be enrolled at the junior college. So that could be Northeast Alabama Community College, which is near us.
Okay.
Or if we do biotech, that would be in Calhoun in Huntsville. And since they're actually enrolled at a college, at a junior college, when they take the class, they get college credit for that, and that's transferable to a.
And do you have any students who have taken a lot of them and have most of their science credits already for a
Not yet.
Junior
We're
college.
just starting.
okay? But that's your goal.
That's our goal.
That would be good.
We're offering. We're going to offer biotech classes as well. So my background is biotech.
That would be cool. I'd like to see what biotech looks like. When I was in school, I didn't, but now as an adult, I'm good. I would probably enjoy it. So
Right.
it's different when you grow up. Okay, and so I'm just going to write this. Physics. These are your AP classes, and tell me. I might have forgotten one. Physics, biotech, chemistry, and is that it?
Biology.
Oh, biology. Okay,
biology, not
that's what it was.
biotech.
Bio.
Yeah.
Okay, it was my short writing. And then dual enrollment is biology.
Biology. Yes.
Okay, which one's harder? I mean, for a college standard level, is it the AP or is it dual enrollment?
I would say they're about the same.
Are they?
They're,
Okay.
They're college level classes. They
So
have
they're
to.
basically the same college level.
Right. They're college level. They have to demonstrate college level skills, knowledge.
Is there a lot of extra homework in it?
There's homework. Yes.
Yeah,
We hate homework, but it's necessary sometimes.
it is necessary. I would agree. Okay, and then you're going to be doing something with Biotech Hudson Alpha Institute.
Yes. This year we took the entire high school to the Hudson Alpha Institute for Biotechnology in Huntsville, and they have a absolutely outstanding education program there. So we took all the high school students, and we did 3 experiments there in their education lab. An experiment about chromosomes and karyotypes. We did a DNA extraction from strawberries. I guess those were the 2. Oh, we were going to do another, a scavenger hunt, but it rained and we couldn't do it.
Okay.
The kids had fun. It was an excellent experience. Great instructors at Hudson Alpha.
And you took 9th through.
We took 9th through
9th through
12th. Right.
That's cool.
We also hope later this year, maybe early next year, to take the whole high school to an aerospace facility. So we're looking at going to Redstone Arsenal or maybe the Arnold Air Development Center in Tullahoma, Tennessee. And we hope to take students that are interested in biotechnology over to Calhoun College in Huntsville, which has a associate program in biotechnology.
Wow.
So we're trying to give our students an education that sort of matches the economy of Northeast Alabama and the opportunities that exist here,
That is really cool.
along with rural life. So
Right.
Yeah, it's a little bit of both.
a little bit of both.
It is a little bit of both. So
21st century rural education,
country living.
That's
country
right.
living.
I mean, but that's good. It's whatever works, right?
Who knows? It may be necessary.
Yeah,
You never know.
So I agree. Well, we're going to take a quick break, guys, and we'll be right back.
All right.
Okay, we'll be right back.
Real people, steel people. Professionals demand dependability on the job. Homeowners expect long-lasting value. And servicing steel dealers provide friendly, knowledgeable support. Right now, steel blowers start at just $139.95. And steel chainsaws start at just $179.95. Get yours now, only at your local steel dealer. Visit steeldealers.com or search STIHL.
The Raceway in Whitwell is always on your way, taking convenience to a new level, 4 a.m. until midnight, 7 days a week. Go by for gas on the go and meet your friends for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The Raceway has been voted the best place for biscuits and chicken in the Valley. You'll also find subs, pizza, buffalo wings, and more. The Raceway, Highway 28 in Whitwell. It's on your way.
Come see us at Raceway!
Come on in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner at Bamacide. Enjoy a family atmosphere with good home cooking, including burgers, steaks, fish, plate lunches, and more at Bamacide. Top it all off with a homemade banana split or other delicious dessert. At Bamacide, watch your favorite games on the big screen, especially those SEC rivalries. Open Tuesday through Saturday until 8:30 Eastern, open till 3 Eastern on Sunday, and closed on Monday. Dash says, dash on in to Bamacide. 632-3436 for Bamacide. Alabama Highway 75, just on the Bama side.
I'd be doggone if I wouldn't work all day.
And I think I'm going out of my head.
I keep on dancing for sweet little Sheila. You'll know her if you see her. Blue eyes and a ponytail. Her cheeks are rosy. She looks.
Hello, I'm Ben Cagle. Don't miss Downbeat, the best of the 1960s, Saturday, 1 o'clock on the Big Jet Fly.
College is more than an education. It's a bridge to your future. Plan your future. Envision your future. Begin your future at Northeast Alabama Community College.
Smith Ace Hardware in Whitwell has been serving the Valley's needs for generations with the best brands for all your plans. Paint from Clark and Kensington, grills from Weber and Traeger, a full line of Yeti products, and blowers and chainsaws from Steel. Serving the Whitwell area, Smith Ace Hardware, 146 Highway 283 in Whitwell. Open Monday through Saturday 8 to 6 and Sunday 10 to 4. 423-658-5073. 423-658-5073. Smith Ace Hardware in Whitwell.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
All right, welcome back to this week's in Jackson County Schools. I'm Pamela Stone, and if you're just now joining us, we've been talking to Paint Rock Valley High School. It's actually K through 12. It's a smaller school, but they have a lot of great programs. I mean, super great programs that are wonderful, and I think they're doing a lot of good work, making sure that they connect real world and real life to education, which is awesome for the kids. And probably for you guys too. So next to me is the principal. It's Mr. McBride, and then next to him is our teacher. He is the only science teacher, and that is Dr. Merite. Sorry, Dr. Merite.
It's okay.
It's Dr. Merite. Okay, and so we've been talking about all the things you guys have been doing. So we've talked about your big kind of year-long project learning is like where you're connecting real life to the kids learning, like going out into the field and learning what they can do in the real world.
Right.
Like in the field. And then we've talked about laptops. So you want all the high school students to have a laptop. And then they get to take it home, use it. There's never an excuse for not getting your homework done.
That's right. That's right.
So now, especially in science, I'm sure there's some homework in science. Do you do real, dissecting, or do you virtual dissecting?
We haven't done any real dissecting yet. my students are split.
Yeah, I'm
half
good.
half are really eager to do it, and
Nope.
half don't want to go
I'm
near
good.
it. So
I was thinking, hopefully, no, I can't. But I
there
know.
are lots of very interesting virtual dissection platforms
Yeah, maybe.
that you can use now.
I haven't done that either, but I didn't like it in high school when I was in high school. Of course, that was a long time ago, but just the smell was enough for me. So
I got to come in today into his classroom, and he was doing an experiment, and things are coming up out of the sink. What was the?
Oh, they call that experiment the elephant toothpaste. So you mix a little soap in with 30% hydrogen peroxide and add a catalyst, and it makes a geyser of foam, and it's safe, and the kids love it. So
I heard that if you put a drop of mercury on aluminum, it grows fibers. I saw that the other day on some show, and
I'm not familiar with that one myself. But
oh my
sounds
gosh, it looks so cool. They drew a little hole, and then they put a drop of mercury, and like all these fibers came up from this aluminum, just like this big mountainous tower. I want to do that. If I was a science teacher, I'd be doing that, but I'm not. So
we try to do. I try to do little ad hoc experiments along the way. I remember one time a student asked me if sulfur would dissolve in water, so I went to the cupboard and got a little sulfur, and we tried to dissolve it, and no, it didn't. No, it doesn't. But we try to keep it as experimental as we can. I think science is something you do with your hands a lot.
it is.
A lot of things are things that you do with your hands. So we try to teach our kids how to use their hands and with their brains.
Well, that's good. Awesome. Okay, and then so we've talked about your Hee Haw fundraiser. Did you do pretty good on your fundraiser?
We did really well.
Okay. Oh, good. And then you've had an auction.
Yes, ma'am.
And all of this money that you're earning is going toward
Athletic
laptops,
things,
athletics.
laptops, different things. We got the kids' new ball uniforms and things of that nature. Really we'll talk a little bit more. I think the kids are going to talk about sports, but I'm really impressed with the way our sports are turning around, and we're buying new uniforms and things like that.
Oh, good.
Kids are looking good out there.
Awesome. That was good. All right, and coming up, you got a canned food drive, or did you just have that?
We just did a canned food drive.
For Thanksgiving?
For our harvest. We were having our harvest festival, and so what we did is we told the kids, you bring in the canned food items, bring in 3 canned food items, you get a T-shirt. We bought T-shirts through the PTO. And everybody brought in canned good items, and we some a lot more than 3. And then what we did was we gave those food items along with some money donations, and even bought them some turkeys for 3 families that were in need.
That's cool.
And thankfully they had a great Thanksgiving, and it warmed our hearts.
That's good. That is good. Okay, and you did Red Ribbon Week. That was like, 3 weeks ago now, I think, somewhere around there, because we did it.
It was really fun. The kids, of course, they are, they get to have the K-9 unit come in and do the Just Say No to Drugs,
right,
and get to have fun with that. And Jimmy Jones, he comes with the sheriff and different folks.
Who's Jimmy Jones?
He's over the drug task, Jackson County.
Okay. The
drug task force. And so the kids got to have fun with that. We did door decorations. Each classroom did decorations.
For Red Ribbon Week?
For Red Ribbon Week. We raised money by selling red ribbons. You just say no to drugs by vouching, buying a red ribbon. The money that we raise from those ribbons will go toward buying Christmas presents for needy children in our school.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. You guys do a lot.
We try.
Yeah, you do a lot. That's really good. And the only thing I could think of when you're doing canned food drive is, being a business teacher,
right.
Did somebody count all the cans and then label them, and that's a great Excel spreadsheet.
We did not, and that's a great idea. That's a great idea. Yeah.
That's a good idea.
We didn't, but that's something that we need to do. Thank you.
That's a good thought. So, okay. And then, so let's talk. What else do you want to talk about? Fundraisers, or have I missed anything about your fundraisers here, or anything?
Just the, we're going to be doing this Music in the Valley. That's something.
So what is it?
Something that they've done for quite a few years. We didn't do one last year, but people kind of miss that. But what it is basically all the people in the community, they'll start to practice months ahead of time, and they'll practice singing. and they'll go in character. Maybe they're going to be like Elvis or Conway Twitty or whoever, and they'll practice, and they'll have a big stage set up, and it's a big production.
Do you
and people
sing?
I do not.
Cover bands. No, I don't sing.
I may wind up singing this time. They may pay me next year not to sing next
That's
year,
what they
but,
would be doing with me. is to
Yeah,
pay
I'm
me
not a good singer. My wife tells me that a lot.
Or the kids just, I always figure the kids would probably love it. The worse you sing as a teacher, the better off it is for the kids, right?
Right. The saying around our house is, who sings that? And when they say, well, let them, don't do it.
Yeah, I know. That was me.
But yeah, that's something that, things that have gone on in the community to pull the community together, because I said before, the school is the hub of that community,
Right.
and bringing the people to the school brings back memories and fosters support that we need to keep that school
It does.
functioning.
That is good. And you're right. It brings in the community. And those kids, they'll be an adult in that community.
Right.
Or really any community. It
Right.
doesn't really matter.
Mhm.
And they need to know how to function at that level.
Right.
So I think that's a really important thing. Do you guys involve the middle school in most of this too?
Yeah, we pretty much, it's K-12. I mean, we try to involve everybody.
Well, I can see some of the things like elementary is a little bit different, but like,
We had all the grades at the pep rally last week for our
Did you?
for our first basketball game,
wow.
and there was the cheerleaders did a cheer that involved each grade, so it was really cool.
Now, does middle school have cheerleaders and high school have cheerleaders, or is it just
one
one set of
big group.
cheerleaders?
I think there's
Okay.
11 cheerleaders on our squad.
That's quite a bit.
It's a big squad. It's funny. Most of those girls play basketball, so when it's time for them to play, then
There's no cheerleaders.
well, we have 3, I think. I think we have like 91% of our kids participating
In a sport?
in an extracurricular activity.
Now, let's talk. Do you have any extracurricular clubs? I mean, besides, like, do you have Key Club or
Beta Club.
Beta Club? Do you have FBLA?
We don't. We have Students for Christ.
Okay.
That's something that
Is that kind of like FCC or
Yeah,
FC?
very
what
similar.
is it? FCCLA,
FCCLA, is that right?
I don't know.
Fellowship.
Christian Athletes, yeah.
FCLA, yeah. I think very similar. It's student led, where they line up guest speakers and they come in and they talk to
Okay.
people. And of course, we have a gentleman that comes and teaches a little Bible lesson every so often. That's good for he does that in a lot of the schools. But other clubs, can you think of anything else?
No, just other Beta Club.
Do any of them compete? Like, I know like FBLA competes, and sometimes like HOSA competes. I know you don't probably have that, but are any of the do you have a math club that competes?
We do have a math club that competes, yes, ma'am.
I'm just trying to think of all the clubs
Yeah.
that I've talked to other schools
And
about.
I had that written down somewhere to talk about as our math club.
Well,
and
we'll
it was,
forgive you this time.
It was fun to see them. I went last year and watched them compete, and they did well. They had fun, and it was a learning experience for them and me. I enjoyed it. Some of that math's pretty difficult.
Yeah, I'm not smarter than a fifth grader on a lot of
telling
things.
you.
Don't ask me history.
Right,
Probably
I'm good
not
with
science
history.
either. No business. You can ask me business. I'm good. All right, and so
Business is good.
we talked about like you're going to you want to try to go to the Arsenal. What's going to be the difference? Because okay, I don't know what the Arsenal is versus the Arnold Air Development Center. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, we're trying to show our students possible career paths in a realistic setting.
It's just so important.
Right. So we took them to Hudson Alpha, which is a biomedical research facility, and it's got lots of glass walls and glassware and things like that. People in white coats.
There's a
and
clean room.
clean rooms. So they had an opportunity to see what work life is like at a
Right.
facility like that. Aerospace is very important in North Alabama, so we're hoping to take them to an aerospace facility. So the Arsenal is the Redstone Arsenal there in Huntsville. So the NASA Marshall Space Flight Center is there, which is where they used to run the shuttle missions from, and they did propulsion research. There's also the Army Aviation Program offices are there, so there's a lot of helicopter and fixed wing kinds of development activities. So we hope to take them through there and give them a chance to see what an aerospace engineer does or a helicopter mechanic does every day. The other possibility is the Arnold Air Development Center up in Tullahoma, Tennessee, where they do a lot of hypersonic kinds of research, and they have wind tunnels.
Things that
like
nobody ever thinks about. So I teach a little bit of careers and trying to get the kids just to list like 15 jobs. I mean, they can't even come up with 3. I'm like,
Right.
wait a minute. Walk through your day with your parents on a weekend. Where do you go? And every place you go is a job. So even if you go to Walmart, you've talked to you know the person who stocks it and the person who is the manager and the person who gets over the loudspeaker. But they have such a hard time thinking outside the career box. So that's
Right.
so important that you guys are bringing that up and pulling in careers.
We did like a little activity with I did an activity with one of my classes, and in my economics class where we actually budgeted for 1 month. You know, the cost of living for 1 month, and kids think, well, I can make $10 an hour.
We
and
just
be
did
okay.
that in my classes.
And the fact of the matter is, they can live, but not very well. I mean, they can't have extra. They can't do any $10 an hour.
My kids that did $10, I made some of them have minimum wage, and they were like, Miss Dunn, I can't afford a car. What do I do? So they got a bicycle, and we even put a little repair because the cars I made them do a repair savings account. And so they did that for their bike,
Right.
because they at that point that's all they have is that repair for that bike.
Right.
So you're right, they can't.
So we're hoping to prepare kids for real life. We got a good group of principals this year or now in Jackson County. Lots of great things going on. I wanted to mention, I want to throw something in there. I know Skyline's doing something very similar to what we're doing with the play space. And Mikey Counts over there, he has a cow and he's doing. Did you talk to Mikey?
I think so.
But this is probably the best group of principals that we've ever had.
Well, that's good. You're all on the
we're
same
all
page.
working together.
That's good.
To work together for a common goal, which is bringing these kids to a point where they're
And that's what
college
it's
and career
about.
ready. Right.
Because you guys have a lot of schools.
Right. Mhm.
How many school total do you have?
We
I
have
forget.
18 schools.
That's a lot.
It is a lot.
for like a school district.
Yes. And so, but we're all on the same page. Mr. Dukes is doing a wonderful job at keeping everybody collaborating. We're going out to each other's schools, doing walkthroughs at other schools. So
That's good.
stealing ideas, I guess you might say, and helping, putting an extra set of eyes on the
Right.
classrooms and seeing where you might need a little work.
Well,
It's always helpful.
stealing's good.
That's
Teachers
good. and
steal all the time,
yeah,
right?
Yes. Yeah, I know. It's always been in our system. When I was a teacher, when a teacher left or retired, everybody went to their room and got all their stuff.
That happened too.
Yeah, so.
That happens too. All right, well, guys, I think we're going to take a break and we're going to have your students come on.
Okay.
So, is there anything I missed you want to add?
One other thing I want to talk to you about is we're doing something with our sports, or actually, we're doing a couple things academically. One is we're doing gold card and maroon cards with our kids. And basically, if a kid maintains all A's for the semester, they get a gold card, and that gets them into basketball games free.
There you go.
And maroon cards, ABs, they get half price to get into the game. And it's just something, a way of an encouragement to them. Also, we're going to do a banquet for our elementary kids, where if they maintain all A's for the year, then we're going to put on a formal banquet for them.
Aww.
Then
Are you
the
going to have
teachers,
the upper class guys put on?
the teachers are going to serve the kids.
Oh.
Then I'll have a guest speaker come in.
That'll
I've
be
done this
cool.
at another school.
Have some of the high schoolers help too. That would be cool.
That would be
too.
great. Yeah.
That would be.
Okay.
They'll like that.
Yeah.
They'll think that it's the world.
They really
those
enjoy
little
doing
kids think that's the coolest thing in the world. They really do. So, well, thanks for coming on, you guys.
Thank you for
I
having
think
me.
you're doing a great job on everything you've got.
Thank you.
I'm impressed. So, all right, we're going to take another break, and when we come back, we got 3 high school students out there in the lobby. We're going to talk to them. We'll be right back.
At First Southern State Bank, putting you first is our priority. First with convenience, with branches in 6 great communities: Fort Payne, Rainsville, Scottsboro, Higdon, and our Stevenson office, now recently enlarged and remodeled. First with our friendly, experienced staff, always helpful and ready to serve. And first with our mobile on-the-go banking. Our mobile app is fantastic, user-friendly, secure, and free. So whether it's online or in person, you're our first priority at First Southern State Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Come enjoy pizza for lunch or dinner in a family-friendly atmosphere at Stevie B's Pizza in Fort Payne. Enjoy the buffet and salad bar anytime or have a specialty pizza made to order. At Stevie B's, take advantage of Two-Stamp Tuesday for adult and senior buffets and Thirsty Thursdays when drinks are free after 4 p.m. Take out any medium pizza weekdays between 2 and 5 for just $4.49. And on the weekends, take out any 2 large pizzas just $14.99. Book your parties now by calling Stevie B's at 256-979-1234. Stevie B's Pizza, 2200 Galt Avenue North, Fort Payne.
Paul Finebaum, you tell it like it is.
This is the SEC. SEC.
Well, they ought to just play one more round, but whoever wins, the other team just have to get out. Don't even play football in the SEC no more.
You realize Alabama lost to Auburn last year, don't you?
Oh, yeah, I laid in bed 2 days.
The Paul Finebaum Show, weekday afternoons 3 to 7 on News Radio 1420 and 106.1 FM KWN and Chattanooga's News Talk 97.7 KWN. Delivering top-quality primary health care locally. We are Northeast Alabama Health Services. With 7 locations, there's one near you. Scottsboro, Section, North Sand Mountain and Higdon, Skyline, Woodville, Fife, and Fort Payne. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and of course your private insurance. If you're unemployed, low income, or have a high copay or deductible, you may also qualify for a reduced rate office visit as low as $16. Ask about our free medication program, and ladies, you may qualify for a free or reduced rate mammogram. Dental referrals for our patients with tooth removal and fillings for only $15. Putting your health concerns first, we're Northeast Alabama Health Services. Cervical cancer screenings now available at Northeast Alabama Health Services.
At Gross Furniture in Trenton, Georgia, you get the savings, the selection, and the satisfaction of getting the furniture you deserve at the prices you want. Come in, relax, and take your time. Our staff can assist you with the entire process, from expert advice to professional delivery. That's because Gross Furniture is local and treats you with honesty. Just north of the Courthouse Square on Highway 11 in Trenton. Gross Furniture, the home furnishing store that offers you more.
All right, welcome back to This Week in Jackson County Schools. I'm Pamela Stone, and if you're just now joining us, we are here with Paint Rock, I don't want to mess it up, Paint Rock Valley High School, which is not just a high school, it is a K through 12 school. They have 80 students, which for me, being a teacher for so long, I think that is spectacular. Gives a lot of personalization to each kid. But here's the thing. We just got to talking to the principal, Mr. McBride, and Dr. Merite, which is their, all-inclusive science teacher. I can't even really call him a science teacher because he does everything in science. So that's pretty impressive. And the principal is also the only history teacher. So they got a lot going on. But now I guess we're going to call you guys the stars of the show, because after all, without students, would we have a school?
Probably not.
Probably not. No, we wouldn't. No. Teachers like those days off when kids are gone, but without y'all, we wouldn't have a job. So we're good, okay? So let's talk. We're going to go this direction. So you're Garrett Waldman.
Yes.
Okay, so tell us, what grade are you in?
I'm in 11th grade.
Okay, what's your favorite subject?
Probably history.
Why?
Me and Mr. McBride have a lot of good discussion in that class. I'm very involved.
So does he keep your mind stimulated on questions that you might know? So do you like dates and times and?
Right now we're more in economics and democracy.
Oh, I love economics.
So him and I, we're back and forth through class most of it.
Okay. Yeah, I like economics. I'm a business teacher, so that's good. But I don't like history because I never remember anything.
Same.
Yeah, no, I'm good. Okay, and you are?
Austin Lewis.
Okay, and you're in?
The 9th grade.
Okay, and what is your favorite subject?
History.
History, okay. And why?
Because it really interests.
Do you like all the dates and stuff, or you're not learning economics at your grade?
I'm in world history.
Oh, world history. Do you like world history? Yeah. Wow. So what's your favorite place in the world? Like if you had to really study the history and the background of it, do you have one?
Not really. I like all of them.
All of them?
Yeah.
Okay. And then we're going to come back to you because you're going to talk. Each of them have like a little thing they're going to talk about. So And in 11th grade, let me come back. Are you thinking about what you're going to do in the future? Because like you just have one more year.
I'm getting an idea. The military is looking like a big option right now.
Really?
Yes.
What branch? You have any idea?
Army. I found out today I made a 90 on my ASVAB, so that's...
Woo!
Yes, so that's really opened it up.
That is very good.
Thank you.
That is super good. Like, I think you can pass with like a 58 or, isn't it?
I
Like,
think you need a 50 to enlist.
yeah. So that's really good. Good job. But of course, then you could take the ACT or the SAT and probably score that well.
I'm a good test taker, so I feel like I could.
Are you? Okay, good. All right. And if you don't do military, what do you want to do in the military?
Probably go ROTC, and that means they'll pay for my college wherever I want to go.
Do you want to be
whatever
on
I
the
wanna
front line, or do you want to do something like in history?
I'm still kind of figuring that out.
Okay.
I'm talking to a recruiter tomorrow, and we'll get it figured out.
Well, good job. Good luck.
Thank you.
That's exciting. Okay. I'm not going to ask you about, because you're only in 9th grade, you're still probably figuring all that out. I didn't know what I wanted to do in 9th. I didn't know what I wanted to do after I was done high school. Okay, so next to me I have, this is Taylor. Did I say it right?
It's Tala.
Tala. Sorry, Tala.
It's okay. I get it all the time.
I'm sure you do. Tala. All right. So Tala, and last name is Strength. I got that right? Yay me. Okay,
That's
good.
the easiest way to remember my names.
Well, if you were probably my student, I'd probably just call you Miss Strength, because then I would never mess it up.
Oh, so if that's a problem, I usually go, just call me Marlene.
Oh, well, that helps too. So, all right, you're in 12th grade. So you're a senior. So what do you want to do? Well, what's your favorite subject?
I'm kind of in the middle between history and science.
Okay. Why?
History, you get to find out all sorts of cool things about what happened in the past and
Right.
what's probably going to happen in the future. In science, you never know what you're going to find out.
Well, that's true, especially if you dissect something. You're not going to see what's inside. Yeah. Are you one that wants to dissect or no?
Not really.
No, not really.
I'm the type of person that likes to find chemical reactions and stuff.
So, somebody needs to try that and take a picture of it. I'm telling you, it's really cool. It's aluminum and mercury, and it makes this great grow thing. I got to figure out how to get that done. Okay. So, what do you plan on doing with your future? Do you have a thought yet?
I plan on, when I graduate from high school, I plan on going to Nashville Institute of the Arts for my college.
Are you an artist? Yeah. How good do you draw? Are you draw, or are you paint, or are you?
I have a variety, actually.
Really? Did you bring any of it?
I have some on my phone.
Okay, maybe we'll see if we can get that. I don't know if we'll be able to get that right now, but I love artists because I'm not an artist. I can't draw a stick figure.
I draw and I do occasionally paint, but it's a rare thing for me to paint. I do make my own clothes occasionally.
Really?
My own little accessories type of thing.
So you have, do you do jewelry?
Occasionally. I wish I brought my rose quartz turquoise necklace. You probably would have been able to see it.
Oh, well, that would have been fun because I love jewelry. And rose is my favorite color. Okay, and so when you go to a college for art, do you specialize in like oil or drawing, or do you just do a little bit? I don't know.
I'm leaning towards fashion and design.
Okay.
But if anything, I'm probably going to do visual arts. I'm stuck between the two. I haven't decided yet on those.
Well, you got time. I mean, really, you got time. I know I'm asking, but you still got time. So, all right. So we're going to talk about sports.
Yes.
Okay. So, and I said when I was asking him before the show, I was like, okay, why you for sports? Because you're the captain of 2 teams.
I'm the captain of the boys' varsity basketball and varsity baseball.
Do you have JV too?
We do not.
Okay. So I was going to say, being so small, you could, but you just have varsity, just one.
Yes.
Okay. So, what's your favorite?
I would say baseball.
Baseball?
Yes.
Are you good?
I think I'm all right.
Are you going to be able to go to college for it?
I'd love to.
Would you?
We'll see how that goes.
Okay. All right. Does the Army have baseball?
The Marines do, so I would assume yes.
I don't know.
But I don't really know.
I don't know either. You have to. Now you can ask the recruiter that tomorrow.
See, you're already giving me questions.
I know. I already did. Good. All right. And then, so how's sports? So what's going on with sports?
All right, now we have basketball going on. We have 9 boys on our varsity. We got girls basketball going, and I think they have 11 girls on their team.
Are you in sports? No.
No.
Okay.
And we have cheerleaders for basketball, and that's different this year. It really keeps us going in those late times during the game that we're about to pass out because all this running.
Because you got cheerleaders cheering you on.
It's nice to have that.
That's good. That's good. And so what other sports do you have that you're not in?
We have track and field.
Okay.
And I think we're going to add a golf team next year.
Ooh, golf. Do you like golf?
I think I'll probably captain up that team too next year.
Do you like golf?
I like golf.
I like mini golf.
It's a little too quiet for me.
Yeah, I like mini golf, but okay. All right, so Austin, you're currently going to talk about this cool play you have going on in history. Okay, so tell us about it.
Where our students were, Mr. McBride, our history teacher, bringing some old pictures, and we wrote a story about it, like made our own stories.
Yeah, you brought some pictures. Did they get them?
I don't think so.
Okay.
He brought some in, and we made a poster, and we made like these stories and put the stories on the posters, and then we made a play about the posters, like the stories.
What are the stories from?
We just made like our own, like the pictures, just made our own story.
Okay.
Pictures.
So they're not real?
No.
Stories are just made up?
Yeah.
Okay. And so what are you going to do? Then you're going to act it out?
Yeah. We just need.
So are they
actors.
like a lot of short, like little short plays put together, or is it, or do they somehow connect to make just a big long? Like,
I think it's just one big long play.
Okay.
And I think they're incorporating different grades in on this too.
Yeah.
Are they? Are they going all the way down to elementary?
Yeah.
How many people are going to be in it? Do you know?
I don't know yet.
Any of you guys can answer if you know.
They're
any of the
still
answers.
casting people, so they have a
Are
few,
they?
but they don't have everybody yet.
Are you a play person?
I am not.
No, you're not.
No, I'm a
acting.
sports guy.
Do you like to play? Do you
Depends
play?
on what it is.
That's artistic though, so I could see you're not probably afraid to be in front of people.
It depends on what I'm doing because I mean, there's some stuff I'm just a little iffy about. Then there's some stuff I went, oh hey, why not?
That's good. What's your favorite part about the play?
My favorite part is when I come in and I have a broken leg from the army.
So how did you get a broken leg in the army?
It got shot off by another opposite of ours.
Oh, so like the guys you're fighting against. So, and all this was made up. So there's a lot of creativity going on here.
I'm still laughing about when they were casting the whole thing where people were freaking out at.
About the fact that his leg was shot off?
Yeah, because there'll be times where you'll walk in and it's just the initial reactions and the way they do it is just hilarious.
So who gets to do the makeup to make your leg look like that? That's got to be a lot of
I
makeup.
think we're just gonna wrap it up in those cloth things.
Yeah, cheesecloth.
Yeah,
like cheesecloth. Okay, all right. And then and I was asking you earlier about seniors. So do the seniors like have a really? You said there's 8.
There's only 8 of us.
So do you guys have a close bond?
I'm more of basically the misfit of the whole entire class.
Are you?
I don't really talk to anybody in my class except to maybe one person, and that's about it.
Really? Well, I was a misfit too. Well, I don't know if I was a misfit. I don't know if I was just different, and to me it was fine. I don't know that that's a misfit. It's just me.
I just call myself a misfit because I don't really talk to everybody in the whole school. I hardly ever talk to those two.
How long have you been at the school? Since you were young?
I've been here since 6th grade.
How long have you been here?
Second grade.
Second?
4th grade.
4th grade. So we're a long time, long enough to know everybody in the school.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So do you like that it's a small school?
Yes, I've been to bigger schools, and I like the fact that I can walk into a classroom and everybody knows who I am.
Yeah, that makes it kind of, I would think it would make it kind of special. But I don't know. What do you think?
I like it.
You like it being a small? Where'd you come from? A bigger school?
I came from New Hope High School. New Hope
Okay.
Elementary School.
Elementary school?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And then, so what else you got to do with your play? I mean, when's it going to be done? How long if you're just now casting.
We try to get it done like the next month or so.
Yeah.
Because we've already wrote the play. We just need casters.
And are you going to actually have people come in and pay to watch it? Or is it just going to be just during school hours?
It should be just during school hours.
Yeah?
Just the school watching it.
Okay. So it's not like for the public to come in and watch. Because then I could come and watch it. So, all right. And you said that your favorite subject is...
It's a tie between science and history. So.
Okay. And so what about... None of you mentioned English. Why not? I'm just curious. Or math.
English is actually what I scored highest on the ASVAB.
Is it really?
Yes.
So do you like English? Do you like writing?
Not really.
Okay.
Not really. I'm more of a math guy.
Have you taken an SAT or an ACT yet?
Not yet. I will soon.
Okay. What about you? Do you like English?
No, I don't like English.
No? Okay. Do you like English?
I love it. I actually, as much as I like to read and write my own little stories and stuff, it's just I don't usually. It's like in class, it's kind of a little too easy for me, in my opinion, because I read a lot.
So are you a big reader? Yeah. How much do you read? I mean,
Harry Potter book a day.
Wow.
That's
really?
it's the easiest way to sum
And
it
do
up.
you really read that much every day? Oh, wow. Do you read that? Do you read that much?
I only read when I have to.
Okay. What about you?
I only read when I have to. Too.
So that was my son. My youngest son only read when he have to, and me, I like to read now as an adult, but I fall asleep. I'm usually tired if I'm sitting there that long. So, all right. So what else are we going to do with sports? I mean, you said golf, but so we have how many more games do you have for basketball?
I think it's around 20.
What are your score? Have you played your first?
We're
game?
5 games into the season right now.
And how many have you won?
We haven't got our first win yet, but we're getting there. We have a game later today, actually, and hopefully we'll pick up our first one later.
Are you going to
today.
miss it?
I'm not. I'm going to be cutting it close, but I'll be there.
Okay, good. I don't want you to miss it for this. That would be scary.
No, I'll be there.
So, do you play basketball and
baseball?
Yes. And possibly golf?
Yes.
Do you play any sports?
I don't play any sports.
No? Have you ever tried a sport?
Track.
So, if you could play a sport, even if it wasn't at school, what would your sport be?
Playing basketball.
Really?
Maybe.
Mine would be bowling.
Same.
Is that a sport? I think it's really a sport, right?
We almost had a bowling team, but I don't know. Someone didn't sign up for it.
Bowling would be really cool. Do you guys have a bowling alley?
Yeah.
Closest bowling alleys in Scottsboro.
Oh, how long does that take to get to?
About 30
About a half hour.
Oh, that's a long ways though to bowl every week.
Oh, for us where we live,
everything's 30 minutes.
30 minutes away.
30 minutes to almost an hour to get to everywhere from where we're at.
So, no going out to eat because you have to drive 30 minutes, or is there restaurants that are closer?
There's fast food restaurants and a Mexican restaurant that are pretty
So,
close.
where do high school kids work?
I work at the Hardee's in Gurley.
How long does Gurley take to get to?
About 10 minutes.
About 10. That's not bad.
I don't work.
You don't work?
I'm currently unemployed. I don't know if I still work at the toy store at Parkway Place Mall or not.
Okay. I don't know either. Well, good. Well, you guys are doing really good. I think you guys have really good futures. I'm excited to see how well you do. And the recruiter tomorrow.
Yes, thank you.
And you are a senior. Are you excited?
I have a bad case of senioritis.
Do you? That definitely happens a lot. Do you have senioritis yet?
No, I do not look forward to graduation at all.
Wait till next year.
I'm going to miss sports so much.
Well, so you have that. Yeah, you have that. Do you guys have a band?
We do not.
Do you have a chorus?
We do not.
We're too small.
Okay.
We do have some musicians, but they don't play in a school band.
Okay. Do they play outside of school?
Yes, they play music in the Valley and stuff like that.
Oh, good. Do any of you sing? Well, are you going to sing at the Music in the Valley?
I don't know.
No? What about you?
I'm not.
You look like you would be a singer. I mean, he just looks like he would be a singer. Are you a singer?
No.
Yeah, well, we don't want to hear me sing either. My mom and dad used to shut the door and say, we're done.
Yeah.
I can't hear it anymore, so I didn't think that was bad. All right, so what is your favorite thing that the school does? Let's ask you. Like, because we talked about how they did Hee Haw. Did you dress up for Hee Haw Day?
I don't think I went to that.
Did you?
I didn't.
Okay. All right, principal. He's still out there in the audience. You got some more students you need to get into the Hee Haw Day. Okay, well, Hee Haw was big in our days, us oldies over here, and it was cool. Well, no, it was weird, but now it's cool as an adult. So did you go to Hee Haw Day?
I did not.
Okay.
One time we had a Hee Haw play, and let's just say that there's parts of it that was just a disaster because we had one student just stomped off the stage because he forgot his lines or something.
Well, that's hard. If you forget your lines, you're embarrassed and you don't want to talk anymore. So I get that. All right. And so, did you guys bring in food for a canned food drive? Did you get your T-shirt?
I did.
Did you get your T-shirt?
Ironically, kind of, yeah.
Yeah, good. I'm glad. That's good. And did you guys dress up for Red Ribbon Week?
Yes.
Did you have daily dress-up days?
Yes.
Okay. So what was your favorite day?
I did not do any of them, so I don't even remember.
Oh, we gotta have a talk with you guys.
The only time I actually do dress up on Red Ribbon Week is if Halloween falls on one of those days.
Okay. So you didn't dress up?
I dressed up on Halloween.
Well, okay. What about you?
I didn't dress up either.
Okay. So I give my students candy if they dress up. So if you dress up every day, you can earn 5 days worth of candy. How about that deal? If a teacher gave you that option, would you dress up?
Yeah.
Okay. Now we know what to bribe them with. So, all right. I think we're about done with the show. Maybe if Cody's gonna. So, thanks for coming on, guys. Is there anything you want to say?
Just thank you for having us.
Well, I really appreciate it. I wish you the best of luck in your sports and your
Army.
Yes.
Thank you.
Good luck, and you and your play.
Yeah.
You should video record it. And see, I get to hear all these things and then never get to see anything about it. But it sounds really cool. It'd be interesting. Watch your leg. Don't really get it broken or anything. And good luck next year, whatever you end up doing. That will be really good. And I should see some of your art when we leave. So, all right, we're done today. So thanks for joining us. We'll be here next week.